Stop making static prototypes that look like slideshows. You don't need to be a coder to make your designs move like a $10,000 Apple landing page. Today, in episode 2 of our Figma 2026 series, I'm going to show you how to scale and fade in Figma. So what we are going to do is to use this hero section of a website I designed already. Now we are going to use 2 frames here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to duplicate this frame here, as you can see, and I'll go back to the first frame. So we are first of all going to try to make the headphone here to be very small, because we are going to make it to fade in. Okay, so we are going to make it very small here this way. All right, so 55. Then I'm going to change the opacity and make it 0. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the opacity of the text as well. So I'm going to make each text here to have a 0 opacity. So I'm going to change it to 0, and the text here as well, the opacity will be 0, and that of the buttons also, I'm going to change the opacity to 0. And then the designs at the bottom here, I'm going to repeat the same thing to them as well. I'm going to change the opacity to 0. All right, so with this particular frame I have here, I'm just going to duplicate this frame here. Okay, so let me just take this one out. Okay, so with the second frame here, you make sure that you duplicate the frame that you've reduced the opacity on. So I'm going to bring the opacity back on this frame, but then I'm going to start with that of the text. All right, so I'm going to start with the text because I want the text to move to the side before the headphone comes in. So I'm going to change the opacity of the text back to 100%, and then I'm going to change this as well to 100%. I repeat the same thing for the button also. So we are going to make it 100%. All right, then now we come to the headphone. Okay, all right, so let's see the headphone. Okay, so we have the headphone over here. Okay, so we are going to change the opacity here and bring it back to 100 and increase the size of the headphone. Okay, yeah, so this way. And then the bottom design here also, we are going to bring the opacity back and make it 100. So this way. So you can see our frame 1 and our frame 2 is here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the frame 1 and then go to prototypes. Okay, then I'm going to join the frame 1 to the frame 2 using the plus sign here. And on trigger, I'm going to leave it after delay. Okay, and then I'll leave the delay to 1 ms, and then I'll put it on Smart Animate. Okay, you can also use custom spring, but I'm going to put it on Smart Animate and put it on gentle over here. All right, and then I'm going to leave it on 800 ms. That's what is going to make it come smoothly. All right, so we have connected our 2 frames over here, so we can go back and then play and then see how this looks like. All right, so this is loading and let's see how it comes out and look like. All right, so you can see everything coming out nicely, how the headphone is bouncing, the text is revealing, and then etc. And it makes everything looks very beautiful and very nice. All right, and that is how you build a premium review with zero code. If you want this Figma template to practice with, I have put a link in the description. In episode 3, we are going to build the most trending layout of 2026, the Bento grid. You don't want to miss that one. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.